Hello students, good morning to all of you. How are you all? I hope you are all doing well today. So students, today we are going to start a new topic, that is introduction to graph. Okay, so let's start today's class and learn something new. So here you can see one situation here. Which Indian footballer has scored the highest number of goals in India in Indian Super League till 2022-23 season? Okay, so here some footballer, you can see the picture of some footballer here. Sunil Chhetri, Lalimanjula Changte, Bipin Singh, and Hali Charan Narjare. Okay, so you can see the table here, the number of goals and name of footballer. Sunil Chhetri number of goals you can see 56, Lalimanjula Changte 30, Bipin Singh 23, and Hali Charan Narjare 9. So can you tell me the highest number of goals? Yes, Sunil Chhetri. So you can see the graph here. Okay, so Sunil Chhetri, the number of goals, that is 56. Okay, Lalimanjula Changte 30, Bipin Singh 23, and Halicharan Narjare, that is 9. So here, yes. So facts and figures which are numerical or otherwise collected with a definite purpose is called as data. Okay. Yes, now which among these animals is found the most in Kaziranga National Park? Okay, so here some pictures of animals: one horned rhino, Indian elephant, or Barasinga. Okay, so here number of yes, name of animals and numbers. So here one horned rhino, you can see 2500. Okay, and here Indian elephant, yes, 2000, or Barasinga, that is so here one horned rhino, the number of highest one horned rhinoceros population is found in Kaziranga National Park. Okay, yes, so which is the tallest mountain among these? So here some mountains name, you can see the picture here. Mountain names: Kedarnath, Kamet, Nanda Devi, Mount Everest, Rio Purgil, or Kangto. And you can see the height of mountains in front of them. 6940, the height of Kedarnath; Kamet, that is 7756; Nanda Devi 7816; Mount Everest, yes, 8849; 6816, the height of Rio Purgil; and Kangto, that is 7068. So which is the tallest mountain? Yes, Mount Everest. Okay. So the height of Mount Everest, that is 8849, the highest peak of the world, Mount Everest. Okay, 8849. So here you can see the picture. So bar graph is a pictorial representation of data in which usually bars of uniform width are drawn with equal spacing between them on one axis. You can see here y axis and x axis. Okay, that is x axis and that is y axis. So here bar graph is what? Yes, bar graph is a pictorial representation. You can see the pictorial form. So pictorial representation of data in which usually bars of uniform width. You can see uniform width, the distance between bars, that is equal. Okay. Yes, equal spacing between them. Now, which language is spoken the most in Assam? So here some languages are Assamese, percentage spoken, that is 48.38, Bengali 29.32, Boro 4.51, Hindi 3.21, and others languages, that is 14.58. So here we can draw a pictorial graph. You can see language, number of languages and percentage spoken. So yes, following are the details of Anuja's marks in yearly examination in different subjects. So construct a bar graph for the data. So now we will construct a bar graph. Okay, so here you can see Anujaj marks here. The subjects are Assamese, English, Hindi, mathematics, science and social science, and you can see the marks are 85 in Assamese, 90 in English, 70 in Hindi, 95 in mathematics, 90 in science and 80 in social science. So how can we draw a bar graph? How can we construct a bar graph? Yes, so first, that is step 1, take a graph sheet and draw two mutually perpendicular lines on it. Okay, mutually perpendicular lines. So here you can see that is a graph paper. Okay, and draw two mutually perpendicular lines. Okay, you can see mutually perpendicular. Both lines are perpendicular to each other. The horizontal line, that is x-axis, called x-axis. Okay, horizontal line, you can see that is a horizontal line. Okay, so that is x-axis, and the vertical line is called y-axis. You can see here the vertical line. So vertical line is y-axis. Okay, yes, x and y. Step 2. So here along the horizontal line, that is x-axis, choose uniform width of the bars with uniform gap between them to represent the subjects. So here each subject is equal to 1 centimeter. So now on the x-axis, okay, so we are locating subjects here. So subjects are, yes, Assamese, Hindi, English, mathematics. Okay, so equal spacing between them, you can see, yes, like this. Okay, then yes, so name of subject Assamese, English, Hindi, mathematics, science, SST. Okay, so then step 3. So here on the vertical line, that is y-axis, we have to represent the number of marks. Okay, as we have to represent a maximum of 100 marks, so we have to choose an appropriate scale. You can see the maximum number of marks, that is 100 here. Okay, so yes, we have to choose an appropriate scale. Okay, so here the scales are, yes, scale is equal to y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks, or for 1 mark, that is 1 by 10 centimeter. Okay, so now number of marks on y-axis. Okay, so we draw marks on y-axis and subject on x-axis. Okay, now you can see the uh, marks. Yes, marks on number of marks on y-axis, subject name, that is in on the x-axis. Okay, so here first subject, that is Assamese, 85 marks. So now we will draw a bar. We will construct a bar on Assamese subject. So that is 85. So here you can see the 85 marks are here. Okay, so we draw a bar like this. Yes, so Assamese subject. Now next one. So next one is English. Yes, so the marks in English subject, that is 90. So taking 90 height here. Okay, and construct a bar of 90 height, taking height 90 here. So next one, Hindi 70. Okay, again taking 70 height on the y-axis, you can see, and you can draw a bar. Similarly, mathematics 95 marks, so taking 90 as height here, and yes, so you can see the bar of 95. Okay, then science, the marks of science subject, in science subject, that is 90. So yes, taking 90 as height, and yes, construct a bar on science subject. Then social science again 80. Okay, so you can see the construction of bar graph. Step by step we can construct a bar graph. Okay. Yes. So bar graphs to represent the performance of Deepti and Himanta in the final exams. Okay. So we have one more example here. You can see the bar graph. Subjects Assamese, English, Hindi, mathematics, science and social science, and students you can see here there are two students, Deepti and Himanta. Okay, so here bar graphs to represent the performance of two students, Deepti and Himanta, in the final exam. You can see the yellow color, that is a yellow bar, marks of Deepti, and blue color, that is a marks of Himanta here. Okay, so who has scored highest marks in Assamese? So can you tell me? Yes, see the graph and tell me the answer here. Yes, who has scored highest marks in Assamese? So you can see the bar on Assamese subject. Okay, so blue color bar, the height of blue color bar, that is 90, and yes, that is Himanta bar. So that means Himanta has scored highest marks in Assamese. Okay, then again, if we have one more question, so who has scored highest marks in mathematics? So can you tell me? Yes, correct. Marks of that is, you can see yellow bar, the height of yellow bar, that is 90. So that means Deepti has scored highest marks in mathematics. Yes, now one more question. Who has scored highest marks in social science? Yes, can you tell me, students? Yes, correct. You can see the bar graph here, social science. So here the both bar are equal in height, you can see. Okay, and yes, so that means both in social science, both of them have scored equal marks, and the marks are 80 here. Okay. Yes. So the name of this bar graph, that is double bar graph, or we can say composite bar graph. Okay, you can see because here data of two students, Himanta and Dipti. So double bar graph or composite bar graph. Okay. Yes. Okay, now it's question time, and I have a question for you. In the following graph, which group contains the maximum number of students? So you can see the graph here, okay, and I am giving you 30 seconds. So which option is correct here? Okay, read the graph here and answer the question. Okay. So yes, in the following graph, which group contain the maximum number of students? Yes. Yes, okay students, so times up. The right answer is, you can see 6 to 8, the group 6 to 8, the number of students here 9. The number of students are 9 here. Okay, the maximum number of students here, the 6 to 8 group, that means option B is right answer here. Okay, 6 to 8. Okay, so now data showing the height of spelling in a nursery. So here you can see yes, different size of plants and number of plants. You can see 0 to 10, number of plants are 14, or 10 to 24, 20 to 30, 10. So here different sizes of plants and number of plants. So the group 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, so they are class interval. Okay, and here number of plants, that is frequency. Okay, so graph showing the length of plant spelling in a nursery. So here you can see class interval and frequency here. So how can we draw a graph here? So here step 1, draw x-axis and y-axis on graph sheet. So taking a graph paper here, okay, draw a perpendicular line, mutually perpendicular line here, x axis and y axis. Okay, like this you can see y axis, the vertical line, and horizontal line, that is x axis. Yes. So then after that, naming the lines x axis and y axis, so choose a proper scale for x and y axis. So students, according to you, you can choose any scale. Okay. So here scale, that is, yes, x axis for 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units, and for y axis, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 2. Yes. Okay. So now mark the class intervals on the x axis and frequency on y axis. Okay. So here mark the class interval 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 on x axis. Okay. And frequency on y axis. Okay. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. So you can see the vertical line, that is our frequency here, and horizontal line, that is our, yes, class intervals here. Okay. Now one by one we are taking length, like 14, frequency 14. So here first graph we draw 14, height 14, taking 14 height here. Okay. So you can see 14, the bar, the height of bar 14 here. The next bar you can see 4, so 10 to 20, the height of bar, that is 4. Next one you can see 20 to 30, the bar, that is 10. Okay, 20 to 30, the height of bar, that is 10. Okay. Then next one, yes, 20 to 30. So height of bar is 10 here. Then class interval 30 to 40. So the height of bar, that is 12 here. Okay. Yes, 30 to 40. You can see 30 to 40. So here we draw a bar of height 12, like this. Okay. Yes. Then 40 to 50. Yes, the height of bar, that is 8. So draw a bar of height, taking height 8 here. Okay. Yes, like this. So you can see the bar graph here. Okay, the pictorial form of this data. So here, that is a histogram. Okay, that bar, that pictorial form of this data is histogram. Okay. So here a histogram is a representation of a frequency distribution by means of rectangles whose width represents class intervals. You can see the class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. So that these are class intervals here. Okay. So histogram is a representation of a frequency distribution by means of rectangles whose width represent class intervals. Okay. Yes, class intervals. So histogram is a, you can see. Okay. Now it's question time, and I have a question for you. So which of the following statement is true? So I'm giving you 30 seconds. So which option is correct here? The x-axis is a vertical line, the y-axis is a horizontal line, the point of intersection between the x-axis and y-axis is called the origin, and option D, both A and B. Yes. So which option is yes, which option is correct here? Yes. Okay. So times of students. So the right answer is, you can see the x-axis is a vertical line, that is wrong. X-axis is a horizontal line. Okay. And y-axis, that is a vertical line. So remember always, x-axis is a horizontal line and y-axis is a vertical line. Now point option C, the point of intersection between the x-axis and y-axis is called the origin. Yes, true. Okay, so option C is right answer here. The point of intersection between the x-axis and y-axis is called origin. Okay, remember always that is y-axis and yes x-axis. So the point between yes, the point between intersection between the x-axis and y-axis, that is our origin. Okay, so remember always origin. Okay, yes. Okay, so right answer is option C here. Okay, now let's move the next part. So percent rise in production over the years. So here you can see some data here, some pictorial form of data here. Okay, so production in percentage and number of years you can see. Now can you tell me students how much was the production in 2018? Yes, you can see the pictorial form, picture form of this data, and now you can tell me the answer. Okay, how much was the production in 2018? Yes. Okay, so correct. Yes, the answer is you can see 2018 the production is 140. Okay, so 140%. Now which year production was 100%? So now you can see the y axis 100% are here. So 100% and here the intersection of x-axis and y-axis. So 2015. Okay, so the answer is 2015. Yes, so 2015. Now rainfall in Springfield. So here rainfall you can see 2015 and 2016 the rainfall. Yes, the data of rainfall here, rainfall in inches, and you can see on the x-axis the month's name, July, August, September, October, November and December here. So here, and yes, the blue line that is 2015 and green line 2016. Okay. Now can you tell me in which year there was heavy rainfall in the month of September? Yes, now you can see the data and tell me the answer. Yes, which year there was heavy rainfall in the month of September? Yes, correct. You can see the month of September here. Okay, and yes, the heavy rainfall 4 inches in 2016 you can see 4 inches in 2016 and 2 inches in 2015. So 4 is greater than 2, that means in 2016. Okay, the answer is 2016. Okay, yes. Now can you tell me in which month and year there was heavy rainfall? Yes, in which month and year there was heavy rainfall? So you can see that picture here. Okay, so data here and tell me the answer. Yes, the maximum heavy rainfall. Okay, in which year and which month? Yes, correct. Students, you can see the height of the December month and yes, blue line, so that means 2015. Okay, so and the rainfall in inches, that is 5 inches. Okay, so December month and 2015. Okay, December 2015. Yes, so you can see the line graph here. Okay, so that is a line graph. So a line graph displays data that changes continuously over periods of time. Okay. Now here we have one example. So a car went from Lakhimpur to Guwahati. A line graph of distance covered and time required is shown below. Yes, so study the graph and answer the following. So here you can see the line graph. Okay, from Lakhimpur to Guwahati. A car went from Lakhimpur to Guwahati. So here you can see we have a data here, pictorial form, line graph here, and some questions are here. So yes, answer these questions one by one. Okay, so what data does the two axes represent? So can you tell me? Yes, what data does the two axes represent here? So you can see the horizontal axis, x-axis on time, and y-axis you can see distance in kilometer. So time and distance. Okay, so x-axis represents the time and y-axis represents the distance here. So the graph is time distance. Okay, and y-axis represents the distance here. Yes. Now the second question is, what is the total distance covered and total time taken by the car? So can you tell me? Yes. What is the right answer here? Yes. Correct. What is the total distance? So you can see total distance, the maximum point of the line graph, that is, yes. So here, and the time taken. So here, yes, 350 or between 350 and 400, that is 375, the maximum distance, and time, that is 3 p.m. So the car has covered 375 kilometer, and you can see the time. So the car starts from 7 a.m. and yes, 3 p.m. So the difference between 3 p.m. and 7 a.m., that is 8 hours. So that means 8 hours and 375 kilometers. The total distance covered by car, that is 375 kilometers, and total time taken by car, that is 8 hours. Okay. Yes. Now the third question is, at what time the car had maximum speed? Okay. So students, can you tell me at what time the car had maximum speed? Yes, okay. So read the graph carefully. Okay, speed of the car between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So here you can see 7 a.m. the speed of car is 0. Okay, and 11 a.m. Yes, here the uniform speed. Okay, the straight line means uniform speed, constant speed. So first we find the speed between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay. So speed of the car between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So can you tell me the formula of speed? Yes, correct. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Okay. So speed is equal to distance upon time. Now 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. that means time is 4 hours here. Okay, and distance you can see 200 kilometer. So 4 hours and 200 kilometers. So speed is equal to 200 by 4, that is 50 kilometer per hour. So 7 to 11, 50 kilometer per hour. Now in the next 1 hour you can see 11 to 12. Okay, so we will find the speed of 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So speed of the car between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So here, yes, so the distance between them 11 to 12, you can see, yes, 200. Okay, and 12 p.m. also 200. So that means the distance traveled by car between 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. is 0. You can see distance are 0 here. Okay, so 0 kilometer, that means, and time is 1 hour, so the speed is 0 here. 0 by 1, that is 0. Okay, now the next step, we will find the speed of the car between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. You can see 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So here the time taken by car, that is 1 hour, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. 1 hour, and you can see the distance, that is, yes, 300 minus 200. So 300 minus 200 is equal to 100 kilometer. Yes, now put the value on the formula. Speed is equal to distance upon time, and we can find the speed. So 100 by 1, that is 100 kilometer per hour. Now speed of the car between 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So 1 to 3, the distance, that is 375 minus 300. So 355 minus 375 minus 300, that is 75 kilometer, and time taken by car, that is 2 hours. 3 p.m. minus 1 p.m. is 2 hours. Okay, so 37.5 kilometer per hour. So here students, you can see speed of the car between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., that is 50 kilometer per hour. Speed of the car between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., that is 0 kilometer per hour. Speed of the car between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., that is 100 kilometer per hour. And speed of the car between 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., that is 37.5 kilometer per hour. Now can you tell me the which time, what time the car had maximum speed? Yes, correct. That is 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. That is 100 kilometer per hour. Okay, and remember always, student, it's a non-uniform speeds. So that's why we find speed in different time frame. Okay. Yes. So 100 kilometer per hour. Now we have one more question. So did the car stop anywhere in this in its journey? If so, for how much time it stopped? So yes, I already see in the graph. Okay, the point between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. you can see the distance is 0. That means car stop, yes, between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and the time is 1 hour here. Okay, so speed of the car between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. is 0 kilometer per hour. So that means yes, the car had stopped during the journey as the speed of the car is 0 between 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, how much time it stopped? So 1 hour. You can see 11 to 12, the difference between 12 to 11, that is 1. Okay, so 1 hour. Okay, now we have one more question here. At what time the speed of car was equal? Now can you tell me speed of car? Yes, so here you can see 7:11 to 11 a.m. the speed of car, and here 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, so both time, yes, 50 kilometer 1 to 2 p.m. or here speed of the car between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., that is 50 kilometer per hour. So you can see 50 and 50. So the speed of the car was equal between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, yes. Okay, now it's question time, and I have a question for you. So a graph that display data that changes continuously over periods of time is called, and I am giving you 30 seconds. So which option is correct here? Pie chart, bar graph, histogram, or line graph? Okay, a graph that display data that changes continuously over periods of time is called. Yes. Yes, okay students, so time's up. The right answer is option D. Okay, line graph. Okay, so very good. Now let's move the next part. Okay, so the line graph of the electricity bills of the last 6 months of a family is given. So study the graph and answer the following. Okay, now here you can see the line graph here. Okay, electricity bill of the last 6 months of a family. You can see the on the horizontal line, name of the month here you can see July, April, May, June, July, August, September and October, and you can see the vertical line on y axis, the unit are here. Okay, so here, yes, now we will find the answer of these questions. Okay, so what does the graph represent? Can you tell me? What does the graph represent? So here students, you can see on x-axis and y-axis, x-axis shows month and y-axis unit. So here the graph represent the, yes, the graph represents the electricity consumed by the family for the past 6 months. Okay. Now the next question, what does the y-axis represent? So can you tell me? Yes, what does the y-axis represent? Yes, unit. So electricity consumption. Okay, that is a unit. Yes, now third question, in which month maximum unit of electricity consumed? Yes, so you can see the graph. Okay, the maximum unit of electricity, you can see the graph. Okay, so tell me the answer. Yes, 240 units. Okay, so and the month is June. So June month the consumption is 240 units. The maximum unit of electricity is consumed in the month of June. Now in which month minimum unit of electricity is consumed? So you can see the graph paper here, the minimum unit, the minimum point in the graph paper, that is 60 units. Okay, so the answer is 60 units and the month is September. Okay. Now we have one more question here. In which month equal units are consumed? In which months equal units are consumed? So you can see, yes, on the graph paper 150 units on the month of April and 150 unit of the month of August. Okay, so both 2 months have equal units consumed. Okay, yes, the answer is the equal units of electricity is consumed in the month of April and August. Okay, yes. Now here one more example of line bar graph. Okay, a line graph of 100 students of a school who likes different games is given. So study the graph and answer the following. Now you can see, so how many games are given in the data highlighted in the graph? So you can see the number of games here. Okay, can you tell me? Yes, how many games? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of games are 7 here. Okay, there are total of 7 games highlighted in the graph. Now the next question, which game is liked by most of them? So you can see the graph paper, the line graph. There are football games and number of students are 25 here. So the maximum number of students football is liked by most of the students here. Okay. Next one, which game is liked by very few of them? So the here you can see the minimum point of the line graph, that is 5, and the game is badminton. Okay, so that means badminton is liked by very few of the students. The next one, what are the games that are liked by equal number of students? So here equal number of students, you can see what are the games. So yes, the number of students are 10 in kabaddi and jump. Yes, and yes, kabaddi and jump. Okay, kabaddi and jumps are liked by 10 students, and you can see students, number of students. There are 15 students on yes, race and musical chair. So both are number of equal students in both games, jump, kabaddi and jumps, and yes, race and musical chair. Okay, they liked by 15 students. Yes. Okay, now it's question time. In the following graph, the distance covered in 6 seconds is, and I am giving you 30 seconds. So which option is correct? Read the graph and now tell me the answer. Okay. In the following graph, the distance covered in 6 seconds is. Yes. Distance covered in 6 seconds. Yes, so the student times up, the right answer is option yes C. You can see 6 seconds. Okay, so 6 seconds. So the distance in meters, that is 30 meters. So the answer is 30 meter, option C. Okay, option C is right answer here. Okay. Okay, students, now we have one more question here. The following pie chart shows the monthly expenditure of a family. So on which sector the expenditure is very less? Now I am giving you 30 seconds. So which option is correct here? Yes, entertainment, provident fund, food or medical. So you can see the pie chart here. Okay, the pictorial form of data, and yes, so tell me the answer. Which sector the expenditure is very less? Yes, so the answer is option, yes, option A, entertainment. You can see 9%. Okay, okay, students. Now it's time to over the class. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Keep practicing. Okay, see you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.